For the most realistic steering system available on the market, look no further than Sim Steering from Leo Bodnar. Designed and hand-built at the home of British Motorsport's Silverstone circuit, it's extensively used by professional driver training centres and race teams including Formula 1 since 2010. The high precision and completely linear response coupled with high strength provides the ultimate in realistic steering force feedback. Visit simsteering.com.
Take your hobby to the next level with a quality racing rig that works great with a PS3, Xbox 360, and a PC. GT Omega Racing Simulator is compatible with a wide range of steering wheels including Logitech, Fanatec, Thrustmaster, and more. The GT Omega is available now worldwide by going to www.gtomegaracing.com.
Hello and thank you for tuning in to ARL TV. We are in Australia, Phillip Island for round 10 of the Sim Races Asia series. Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson with you today in the comms box. Good evening, Andrew.
Good evening, Alex.
We're looking at what could be another exciting race here. GT3's Sim Races Asia series, Phillip Island. Official circuit for this week's race as well, so drivers have had plenty of practice out there. Just having a look at the track guide now, and the weather conditions look absolutely beautiful for racing. Just a little bit of cloud cover just to help the tyres from overheating. A little bit humid out there today, but scorching 19 degrees air temperature, track temperature at 33 degrees.
Yes, and we're right by the sea here in Australia, and the Sim Racers Asia drivers are going to be challenged a lot by this layout. It's fast and flowing here in Australia, in the Melbourne area, and Phillip Island is a track that you know very well, isn't it?
Yeah, I've done quite a few races here. Strangely enough, I think most of them have actually all been in the Formula 1, not normally a track that you would associate with Formula 1, more likely to be the V8 supercars. So these GT3 cars should be right at home here.
Yeah, long time home of the Australian Grand Prix, MotoGP as well, and World Superbikes. So it's very much a bike layout, but that does tend to suit the GT3 cars that can be thrown around these fast corners, and the rough especially looks right at home here. Not a massive grid today, Alex. Not as big as the one in Spa, but still quite a few excellent competitors on it.
Yeah, now getting towards the end of the season, I think it tends to happen no matter what iRacing series or league that you're involved in. Just always a little bit of fall off. What we have got is both the contenders for the championship sitting this one out, so it's going to be a straight on fight next week at Zolder. Obviously this race was broadcast post race last week as well, so we're just a couple of days away by the time this airs. So yeah, it's going to be one to watch, keep an eye out on.
Yes, and hopefully we are looking at doing the live one on Saturday for the next round, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for that one.
Yeah, it's worth just pointing out what the table situation is at the moment. We've got Inho Jong sitting there with 297 points, closely followed with 286 by Dongwoo Gang. And we've got Kevin, who's on screen at the moment, with 204 points in third place. Lazardri is in fourth. Looks like he's pretty safe if he has another solid couple of races, but still within striking distance. Miko Nazi in fifth place is going to be on the grid today. We just saw him very briefly on track. And Gafford in sixth place. Seventh place we've got Maluna, who's actually, I think he might be on the grid today, but he's probably just come back from Japan, I think. Was in the GT6 finals, qualified there as, I think he qualified first in the Asia's time trial, so yeah, congratulations to him and hope he had a good time there.
Yes, not the best qualifying for him today so far, but anytime somebody gets into the final of the GT category, Gran Turismo GT Academy competition, and you know, they've got some serious talent. Yes, our very own Jesper Pedersen did exactly that, didn't he, this year?
Yeah, exactly.
Or last year, sorry.
But yeah, I think he got all the way to the finals at Silverstone, so from what I heard is once you've got to the finals you can't go back, unfortunately, so he was unfortunate not to make it right to the very end, but that's you can't unfortunately do it again, so yeah, I hope it goes
a lot of people,
oh, indeed. I hope it goes well for Maluna through the next few rounds.
Yep.
That they're involved in. Just having a quick look at the possible strategies that could be out there today. Looks like again the Ford GTs should be able to make it without stopping, while both the Russ and the McLarens are going to be quite tight in the second stint, so some might opt for a two-stopper like we saw at Spa, while others will probably go for a fuel-saved final stint. So engine mappings might be down, so we'll keep an eye on that, see who does the obvious saving fuel in the first stint or tries to do it in the second stint.
Yes, and once again it does point to the Ford GT having a bit of an advantage here, but again, if they haven't got the pace, then you know they cannot keep up. Mark Lange in qualifying at the moment, about 4.5 seconds off the pace of Miko Nazi, so ideally you'd want to have that gap if you wanted it to harbour any ambition of getting close to the top 10, really. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, this is quite a short track, so you would have to think that staying out would make quite a difference here, actually. Pit lane still probably going to be about 30-40 seconds with the time it takes to fill these GT cars, so still got quite an advantage by not pitting, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough still, so it's close. You've really got to wring the neck out of that Ford to get it up to the front, I think.
You can expect though that he will try that as best he can, and one of the things is, you know, he's got to start well as Mark, but he may cause a few problems. He may beat a lot of the midfield runners if they're not on the top of their game today, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. I think you know, that we see him get close to a potential top 10 the other week. So you know, I hope he does it. Actually, it'd be good to see him up there. Just having a quick look at the grid order as it stands. We've got about 5 seconds left of qualifying. So guys, just finishing up. Woody, I wonder if you'll be able to take us through the final standings.
And indeed, so the front row is comprised of Miko Nazi and Marcus Lenderman. Big gap between those two, 0.8 of a second separates them. Kevin Huang is in third position on the grid. Fanny Lazardi is fourth, and fourth in the championship as well. Stephen Buckhead is fifth. Jaron Wong, sixth. Those two are very closely matched. Marcus Wang in 7th, ahead of Nazarul Paijo in 8th. Min Park and Natsuwan Panchinda on row 5. Then Fahad Ghaffar and Andika Malana, as we mentioned. And then Mark Lange in the Ford, Mohammed Sata, and then Alex Chung. And then maybe Brenton O'Brien, Scott Newton and Mohammed Noor, but we're not quite sure about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brenton did say he was going to have a little run this week with the guys, so be good to see. Got Miko coming around just to finish his lap, just to try and see if he can extend his pole position anymore. He was the last guy through, so he's already got pole position, so he might just bring it into the pits. We'll see. No, he does. Well, you know, he puts it into the wall.
That was a big one.
Yeah. No need to finish the lap. Job done.
A massive one.
Just want to give a quick shout out to all of our personal broadcast sponsors, GTOmegaracing.com. Thank you for them. If you're interested in a rig, wheel stand, office chair, anything like that, please go check them out. leobodner.com as well for all your electronics, high-end steering wheel systems, a few other bits and bobs as well that they're doing now, so keep an eye on them. I think they've got some new stuff coming, SLI Pros and bits and bobs. That's leobodner.com. Let's not forget to give a big shout out to the series as well, so Sim Racers Asia, Mark for arranging all this. It's been a fantastic series, and I'm certainly looking forward to next season. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that social goodness. Right, just waiting for the guys to form up onto the grid before we go green here today. Andrew, who's going to be the driver to keep an eye out for today? Who do you think's going to be favourite here? Some of the unusual faces, or the usual suspects, shall we say, not here.
Yes, but the qualifying times give the prediction to only one outcome, I'm afraid, Alex. But we will see. Miko Nasi, well clearing qualifying. We know strange things can happen in the races. Look for him to run away with this if he can break the slipstream. I think you need to look at Malona as well. I think you mentioned him earlier on. I think he's got the potential to move forward. Maybe if he's been doing the GT6, he's not been practicing as much, possibly, but hopefully he can do a good effort. Got far away from the start now.
Yeah, Miko last of the guys by the looks of it to form up in his rough there. Nice to see such a split of cars actually. It's one series that, unlike the official series, it's just been overrun by roughs.
And I tell you though, the McLaren's performing well here. 3 of them, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So there's no sort of disparity here, it looks like. Miko Nasi very experienced. Can I get it off the line? Sim Racers Asia Series is go! And it was a horrible start by Nasi, and Lenderman has managed to get a better getaway. Down towards turn 1, Lenderman on the outside. He needs to take the lead here, you think, to have any chance.
Yeah, Miko's so much quicker in qualifying, has made the move, just needs to make it stick. Ming Park got a little bit of a funny getaway as well. Shot straight across to the left, just saw him in the back there, but kept it out of the wall. And I think he actually gained a couple of places there, just in front of Maluna. Actually, I'll take that back. Maluna just slips up the inside as we go down into the hairpin.
Lenderman's car, sponsored by the new Godzilla movie, well, he monstered that start and managed to get into the lead. A little bit surprising, but he managed to do it. And you see in the middle, Min Park, that pink car. It looks like he's got some damage, Alex, on the left rear.
Maybe he didn't have such a clean getaway after all. Not quite sure what's happened there, but hopefully we'll catch up with Min Park at some point. Perhaps find
the wheel is sticking out a little bit from the chassis, so he goes very wide there. Oh, he almost makes contact with Panchinda. It looks like everybody's getting away pretty decently. Marcus looking good at the start.
Yeah, nice little start. He's going to come under a little bit of pressure. Obviously the slipstream off these cars are pretty immense, but I think he'll be far enough away at this point to keep head going into turn 1.
He's got the straight line speed in the rough as well, so Miko might have a fight on his hands here.
Yeah, I wonder if Miko's opted to do his fuel save stint nice and early. He thought, well, I'm in second place now, I'll just stay in the draft, save all the fuel I need to do. We've got someone off in the background there, I'm not sure who that was. Just going to recover back to the track.
Yeah, it looked like somebody maybe just clipped the grass. Was it Wong? Might have been Wong that went a little bit wide. I saw a car going wide there. It's an all-white car for Wong, so that's disconcerting for the other competitors, is it?
It's certainly easy to do around that turn 2, isn't it? I mean, that's one tricky corner. Obviously, you come completely back on yourself. It's quite cambered there. You want to catch the inside curve. If you just carry a little bit too much speed, it's got a bit of adverse camber on the outside of the corner, and you just slowly slip towards that edge of that circuit. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. You try and brake, and it's even worse as well. You just go straight on then, and there's a wall that you're going to run into.
You see Lange there in 14th place, being very generous with Scott Newton. They're not really fighting very hard again. We saw that last week in Spa-Francorchamps, Alex, but it sort of helped him in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he let the guys go quite early on, and he does seem to be a very, very generous driver, very fair on track as well. But yeah, I think we were crying out for him to defend those last few laps, weren't we? So
and we've got a lead change. Miko's managed to get through, and he's built up a lead of over a second already. So we didn't see exactly what happened, but the lead has changed hands.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, bit of a sudden. Wonder if there was a mistake that had happened just off camera there.
Kevin Huang, third, ahead of Lazardi, so 3 McLarens. As Wong kicks up the dirt a little bit coming out of that corner there. Clean start from everyone, Alex. No accidents.
Yeah, I have to say, when we think of what the early races of this series were like, it just goes to show, when the guys get to know each other a little bit better and who they can race close with and who they need to give a little room to. It's the standards of the series just gone, through the roof as far as cleanliness of the driving, getaways. Looks like we've got Kevin putting a little bit of pressure. Or under a little bit of pressure from Lazardi.
Yeah. Turn 1, that's tough to do. Even tougher for Hang to hang it around the outside of 2, but is he going to get? He's going to get a nice run off there though. May have the run through Stoner Corner and down towards the Honda hairpin. He's going to have a look. He does have a look.
Just pokes his nose out, thinks not this time. Maybe he'll try and fight his way back down into 4th place. Is Kevin.
Lovely section that, Alex. Great overtaking opportunity. I managed to make a couple of moves stick there the other night. It really is inviting, isn't it?
Yeah, the nature of turn 2. You get your run out of turn 2. To get a little bit of slipstream going into Honda, and yeah, it's all about the late breakers for that corner. Such a tight hairpin, but if you nail the brake in there up the inside, it's get a nice clean overtake.
Hang off at the bottom of the hill, MG corner. He only lost the position to Wong, but still not very good. Not very good development for Kevin Huang.
Now, a driver who's making his way up quite quickly as well is Maluna, showing why he was
8th place already
in the finals.
Yeah,
when she crosses the line, he finds himself in 7th now. So
I've only commentated on a couple of these races this season, Alex, but has Malona had a good season for the rest of the championship?
Yeah, I mean, the few early races, he was really fast and perhaps should have won at Road Atlanta, but just made a little mistake coming out of the pits.
He's got a run here, sorry to interrupt. But Paijo under pressure.
Yeah, Paijo in that Liverpool-sponsored car. Come on, son. As a supporter, want to see him win.
They might not do quite as well as Liverpool today, but 10 wins in a row, Alex. So who'd have thought that, eh?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. As a fan, I'm loving it.
Coming into the season, you were thinking maybe sort of 6th, 7th place even, but all credit to Brendan Rodgers. He's really got them firing. Maluna will be looking to fire a shot at Peugeot. Needs some Daniel Agger-like defence to keep him behind.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a little bit of a run. Perhaps this time down the main straight, not enough to get a nose up the inside.
A lot of slipstream from Milana there. Yeah, look at the run he got off turn 1, Alex. He measured that really well. Decided to go in a little bit gentler and got a much better run out of the corner.
Yeah, surely this time into Honda.
Peugeot takes the inside line and he
Fact,
just lets him through. So was that? It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with Peugeot's car, so not a slowdown penalty, anything like that.
No, I think he just thought there's no point in fighting him there. He's going to come through a lot quicker. You don't want to be under that pressure throughout the whole race, so survive, let him perhaps go and fight with some of these other guys and see if they'll make a mistake and he can pick up the pieces.
Kevin Huang has overtaken Jaron Wong, and up into 4th again is Huang. And the McLaren.
Miko looks...
Wong almost missed his braking point there into NG.
It looks like Miko's gap now is up to about 8 seconds as well, so he's absolutely flying out there now.
Yeah, he can. I hate to say it so early, Alex, but you can take it easy from here, really.
Yeah, I think you're right. Almost
worked that hard.
Straight
hard
between
to build
them.
the gap up.
We're looking at a race being about 45 minutes long this week. See, we've got the timer counting down, showing some 2 hours odd, but like I say, it's not going to be that long.
You've had races, Alex, where you've raced into a massive lead at the beginning. What's it like, and how difficult is it to keep the concentration up over 30 laps?
Well,
you're already 8 seconds in front.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, I mean, the car, well, the tyre and the car models and the physics of iRacing seems to work best when you're just below or just on the limit. You know, you go too far underneath them and the car can just get all sloppy, and you can make mistakes really easily. So
it's like real life, I suppose.
It's that's what the problem is when you get such a huge lead. You start taking it easy and things like that, and then you start making mistakes yourself, and then it becomes quite hard to actually sort of get back into the rhythm and pick the pace back up again. And you know, this is where silly mistakes that might cost you 10 seconds start to creep in and things like that. So a bit of frustration creeps in. So you want to stay on it, but what you don't want to do is start racing the clock. So you're just trying to hot lap, because there's a chance to terminally end your race that way. So yes, it's a mental game.
That was the next question as the battle for second place rages on. I think, do you find yourself looking at the clock, looking at the gap more than you need to?
Yeah, I mean, for my own point, when I sort of go into the distance, it's not so much the gap. I just catch myself looking at the delta times far too much, you know, and just trying to improve my lap time, lap on lap. And you know, it is a good way to sort of help motivate and, you know, help you push, so you know where you're at, things like that, so you know that you're not just taking it a little bit too easy. But
yeah, that's the thing, is we've got, oh sorry mate, we've got Huang, we've got Wong up the inside into Honda. Huang gives in the room, almost cuts back onto Wong, and there's Milana, he's in there as well. 3-car battle, got a 2-car battle for second, and we've got a 3-car battle for P4. It looks like Wong's on the offensive here. Tough place to overtake into Lucky Heights, Alex.
yeah,
Huang's lost it. Huang's lost the McLaren. Can he keep it on the track without in the course without hitting the barriers? And he has done that.
Yeah, Wong stuck his nose up the inside, perhaps.
It looked like it unsettled the aero on the back of Huang's McLaren, Alex.
Yeah, I think he perhaps just caught himself there, just looking more in his mirrors rather than going forward. Just got his line a little bit wrong. Car looked like it got out of shape a little bit, didn't he? And he had to catch it.
Yeah.
And that just unfortunately sent him wide. Maluna now having a look on Wong going into turn one. Nothing going there.
A massive look there, didn't he?
Oh, wide there.
Now then. Oh, he can slow it down, Wong. I think the grass helped him break for the corner a little bit, as he's desperately trying to keep Milana behind. And actually, I think this one, well, gotta keep it on the inside for the Honda hairpin. Oh, I can't let that happen. Milana goes very deep into the corner.
Yeah.
Wong's got a nice run out of it, but I think the job's done.
I agree, and it looks like Kevin's in the background as well, going to get himself back up a place there after that mistake as well.
Yeah, that's Paijo just letting him go. I think Huang is a quicker driver, but as we've seen so far, he's prone to mistakes, at least in this race. So something either slightly amiss with the car or the man himself. Maybe I don't know, maybe the concentration isn't there at the moment.
Yeah, this battle continues for second place as well. Looks like Lazardri's got a great run this time, surely, coming out of the final corner.
Yeah, he has much quicker now. But again, he's not. It looks like Marcus's car's got good straight line speed. Keeps him at bay into turn one at least, but could be a chance if he sets him up into two. Not close enough. What's the strategy for turn two, Alex? It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not too sure on the GT cars, but my thoughts are always just to start off just sort of in the middle of the track. Oh, here comes Lazardri into Honda, gets it braked, keeps it on the apex beautifully. You can, it's got
a bit of a nudge.
It's not a done and dusted move yet until he makes it through Siberia, is it? I believe it's called.
Yeah, he's done it now. Siberia used to be a real problem in the F1 car. Horrible camber through there for that one. But he's done it. He's up into second place. He's Fanny Lazradi. So excellent play there by the man with the Marlboro skin. We'll appreciate a good Marlboro skin, Alex.
Yeah, that's a cracking paint job on there. It's been a
we
few.
Have the very same one in the IndyCar.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, there's been a few lovely skins this season that's been seen.
Marcus isn't done yet, by the way.
And we've got Wong on the back of Milana here as well. Another driver who isn't done yet.
Marcus
is front
and
two.
Fanny are side by side here. Oh, nobody's giving there. Oh, and off. They're both. And round goes Lenderman. Lazardi carries on. I think there was contact. I'd be surprised if there wasn't, Alex. I don't know if you can go back and do a replay on that one. Well, that was very, very close in turn one.
Yeah, we caught it there. Perhaps a little bit of netcode going on there by the looks of it. Looked like each other gave the room that needed, but still the contact.
And look at Wong, Alex. Still bothering Milana. Might get the place back here. Slightly quicker at the moment. Which is, I'm surprised really that Wong is quicker here than Milana, because Milana charged through the field. We've got tyre smoke up ahead. I think that's a crippled McLaren of Lazardi, isn't it? Going slowly.
It is. Look like he's struggling for sure out there.
Quite a lot of damage on the front of that now. I don't know how that happened. Whether he hit something. He didn't look like he did a front impact with Marcus, but I'll never be too sure about that.
Yeah, decides to stay out, so...
Andika Milana is smelling some blood here. That red and white McLaren.
Yeah, it's tricky for Lazardri. He might have wanted to pit there just to see if he can get the damage repaired, but there's no way he's going to make it from here to the end of the race, so he's just going to try and eke it out, I think, for another 5 laps.
it looks fairly cosmetic, doesn't it? But unless he actually had a spin or he had an off or something. Might have been, because I did see tyre smoke just previous to that, so when we were looking at the other battle.
Yeah, it's just...
Where's Marcus ended up? Oh, he's there. He's only about 5 seconds, no, 3 or 4 seconds behind this group, so...
Yeah, still in with a shout here.
Still got a chance of getting revenge. He looked like he escaped fairly damage-free, I think. Nothing really wrong with that Monster Energy kart. The Godzilla kart.
Let's just have a little check-in with some of the battles a bit further back while these guys are going on, as we've mainly focused on them. A little battle going on here with Mahad. Not too far behind Lange in his 4GT.
Vodafone kart.
Got the closing speeds and the braking there.
There's a contact there.
Oh.
Massive one. Oh dear, you picked the right time to go to that battle.
Yeah, and because I know this is post-race, but honestly I had not seen this race before, so I had no idea that was going on. That was just a bit of coincidence there. It looks like Mark has survived. Not sure the state of the cars, but...
Somehow Paijo's down to 16, so I wonder if he's pitted, Alex.
Paijo has indeed pitted.
Look at the state of Sata's rough there.
Yeah, front end, right state there.
Alex Chung, 12th. Reasonably happy with that, starting 15th. Paijo's coming up on Lange and Sata now. So he's going to negotiate the traffic. Checking on the battle again for P2. Oh, and there's a crash in that one. Milana and Lazardi have come together. Looks like Wong's gone through. Wong's also got a bit of damage. Lenderman's through. I think we missed the right royal dust up there.
Let's just have a
Everything's happening, and there's someone else off as well.
Let's have a quick look at that back on replay, and we'll just.
Somebody else has been in the gravel as well. I'm not sure who.
So Milana trying to get round the outside of Lazardri, and again it looked like there was some sort of net code.
Lenderman spun it at the second to last corner, Alex. Now he's in the tyre barrier.
Well,
heaven knows what's going on there. It's all breaking down in this Sim Racers Asia race here at Phillip Island.
Well, we'll keep on the action, and we should be able to see what happens to Lenderman here from this replay.
And as so often happens on iRacing, Alex, the man who spun off first, Kevin Huang, like he's gained from all.
Very odd in that final corner, how you go off there. I really don't understand that.
But it was the second to last corner. It was just a spin.
Yeah, that's strange.
You can lose the rear there though. It gets quite uneven. The back end gets quite light as you're just getting on the sort of in fourth gear or so coming out of that corner. So it is possible, but usually spin the other way. If you're going to spin, you spin to the inside there. So unless he's tried to correct it, maybe overcorrected it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. You do see that. It tends to be a bit of a trait when you're running perhaps a little bit too much front camber, that you basically get your opposite lock in there, and all of a sudden the tyre just bites and just has you. So
somebody else has gone as well. Somebody else has been off at Lucky Heights, but I couldn't tell who it was. Gravel. There was smoke from the gravel everywhere. Very hard to see what happened. The problem corner though, isn't it, Alice? It's very, very tricky there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks quite simple in some sense, you know, just the left-hander, but the curb in there is quite tricky, and
Nassi's just put a lap on Lazardi. Lazardi pitted though, didn't he, after the second one? Miko not pitting, 27.0. Only 6/10 off his qualifying time. Really good work from the Finn.
Yeah, there's Audrey as well, pitting that early.
Brian there, isn't it?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, we were just watching Brenton a moment ago. It's worth giving him a shout out, usually in the commentary box. So a big shout out to our co-commentator, Brenton. Nice to see him actually in the race.
Normally laying the law down in real life and in the commentary box. This time he's not drunk in charge of his car though, is he?
Yeah, indeed.
As he was in Brands Hatch that time. That was excellent. Oh, Nassie's pitting, and Brenton Brenton piles into the cone. Commitment cone. Definitely showed some commitment there.
Yeah, we're still running a little bit behind. Obviously, can't jump back forward with the replays, unfortunately. So
I don't think we've got the iRacing blimp out in a while, Alex. Let's have a look at that.
yeah, just watching Miko pit now and Brenton in as well.
Very high blimp here. Phillip Island. You can see the whole track.
Yeah, we can see some graphical bugs as well. Good old
Yes.
Phillip Island. I think they've been around for ages actually, and they never seem to have managed to get that one fixed.
It's not just me then.
No, not just you. So yeah, that's a strange one. Well, put that back.
Spoiled quite a spectacular view of the circuit.
I just thought I'd give you a heads up, Andrew, when Miko's coming out of the pit, so you know where I am, because like I say, I'm a bit stuck and can't jump forward. Just coming out now by the looks of it. As we've got Milana in the background as well, just coming in.
Miko is at the Honda hairpin.
No, he's coming out of the pits. Can't change my time. Yeah, if you can, I'll let you know when he gets towards Honda. So it's just coming out of turn.
He's halfway around the corner after Honda.
Yeah, it's just coming out of turn 2 now for me. So approaching Honda. So braking now. Yeah, it comes out still in the lead as well, be it how big his lead is. Just exiting there now, approaching into Siberia.
Is he in Siberia?
Yeah, he's in the middle of that now.
There we go. Back together.
Yeah, just give him a little bit of airtime. It's always the trouble when you're leading so far. You never get on camera.
Board with him?
Yeah, let's do that as he's just coming down into final hairpin there.
You want to take us through the lap, Alex? You know this track well.
Yeah, I'll do that just now. So we're just approaching final corner now. Not quite flat out, just a little lift. Car obviously pushing out wide. Very
Wasn't much of a
tricky.
lift there.
But yeah, flat out now, down the straight, get it over to the left, got some cars pitting. Latest update means that we're going to have to be careful with that as well. So into turn 1, just be very patient. Oh, a little bit wide there. Not enough time to get it all the way back over to the right, so you just want to hug that inside line. There's a lot of camber on there, so you use that to pull the car around, accelerate hard, using all the exit curbing you can get away with. Through Stoner Corner, absolutely flat out, no need to lift. Get ready to brake very, very heavily for Honda, down through the gears, second gear. You make that ABS work for you and then get on the gas nice and hard into Siberia. A lot of camber that will pull you into this corner early, so you can have a bit of a wide entrance into it. Late apex, use that camber to get back on the gas nice and early. What is normally a very simple section in my F1 car, that left right up to Lucky Heights there, struggling with that. Very, very wide, just about keeps it on the track, using all the curb for this right-hander. Now the important thing in this last corner is not to touch, well, these last couple of corners, we say, is not to touch the inside curb there, just unsettles the car a fraction, so you have to wait to get on the gas, but still pretty decent lap, if not a little bit scary at times.
What's a potential race destroying mistake there, but he survived, and he survives with the lead, and it's quite a big lead, isn't it? Must be what, 15 seconds now?
Yeah, just to actually, I'm just having a look at the gap now. It's currently sat at 34 seconds, so absolutely flying out there.
That proves that I don't have live timing, ladies and gents. As we've got Brenton actually just behind Modsata, so he's this is a good little scrap. Vodafone on that car.
Yeah, nice looking livery from Brenton as well.
Yeah, two of the best liveries in the field, I would say, these two. Is Brenton, our broadcast colleague, going to have a go? He doesn't. He's let Sato drift a little deep into Honda, but I think Brenton was a little generous with him there. On the braking.
Yeah, Brenton, he's always a gentleman driver. Gives the guys plenty of room there. Doesn't want to try anything too risky. He knows he's just a guest here today, really, on the circuit, usually in the commentary box. So the guy's good enough to allow us to jump into the races whenever we fancy.
Got a good battle going on here, Alex. You've got Lazzardi there, and then a couple of seconds behind you've got Marcus Wang and Fahad Ghafour. So I don't know if they've made pit stops. I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah, everybody's pitted now. So
Ghafour going for the inside into Honda. He can't stop that. No. Well wide there. Onto the grass. Loses the position to Lenderman. Almost nakes back onto the track. Almost takes out the McLaren, but
finds himself down in 8th place now.
The end result is that Marcus Wang in that very nicely liveried rough is still in P6.
Yeah, some 59 seconds behind the leader now. I think there's a few little individual battles going on here and there.
Jaron Wong's up to 3rd, actually, after all his shenanigans earlier on. Paijo 4th for Liverpool FC.
Yeah, Paijo's going to have to pit again, though. He pitted a lot earlier than the rest of them. Just took a splash of fuel. Nothing more, no tyres as far as I can tell. So, yeah, I think that's why he's up there a little bit. But I'm not sure he's going to make enough time to pull away and keep out ahead when he has his second stop.
Unless he saved some fuel in the first stint, maybe.
Yeah, well, he pitted in about I think it was about lap 12, which is...
Was he in the first stint?
Yeah, which is way too early if they're going to make it. They're already thinking about having to save fuel in one of the stints.
So probably
to try and make it.
Couple of laps then, you reckon?
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll probably go to about lap 20, something like that. Yeah. So 4 laps time, 3 laps, something like that. And
12, 21, 30, that works as well. He'll probably get lapped as well, the way Miko's going, so might be a lap less than he has to do too.
Yeah, very true. 52 seconds behind at the moment, so I think that's probably a cert.
And he's had a largely clean race as well. That's how quick Miko's going. Not how slow he is, that's how quick Miko is. Lenderman, Ghafour, Wang, all going over Lukey Heights.
Yeah, interesting battle here for, I think this is it 11th and 12th, Min Park?
Oh, in the pink car, yep. And
Pachinda.
Steve McCade. Wilson Security Rough. A nice paint scheme, I do like that. Nice and simple, isn't it? But very easy to spot.
Yeah, and still the battle between...
Sorry, it looks like Stephen's got a great chance at gaining the position. Oh, doesn't like that.
I think you find Stephen... No, you are right. It's ever so close. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the timing there. It's just all gone out of whack. But it's showing Stephen is a couple of laps down, so I'm not sure if something's gone on there or what. So, which may be why he pulled out of that. Perhaps he was a few laps down.
It's showing us him as laps down. We haven't seen anything bad happen to him though. So, was he the one that did he go off on the first lap, Alex?
Could have done. I'm not sure.
I didn't notice, to be honest. I noticed somebody went wide, but I didn't know who it was.
Well, there's a few guys, a few laps down now as well. So, interestingly as well, Peugeot's just exited the pits following his second stop. So, 12 seconds flat for that one. So, overall, he's actually probably been in the pits less than most guys out there today. But
yep.
Just sort of done that a bit strategically. But he's all the way down in 12th place, so he's going to have a very quick last stint to get himself back into the when was he, 6 when he first started doing his round of pit stops? So
P5, P6, something like that. I tell you, he was having a good run is Scott Newton in one of the roughs. He's started 17th. He's 9th at the moment. Very good effort from him. 130 that lap time. 130 dead, in fact, exactly. To 3 decimal places. Been lapping in the 29s. Good solid outing.
Yeah, as he just
Scott.
gets a little bit loose in turn 2 there. That'll only encourage the likes of Mim Park and Pachinda behind him to push on and see if they can close that gap a bit more.
Got the dirt on the front of Kevin's McLaren, Alex. I think it's been through the mill, killed a few flies.
I do like that effect actually that came out last build. Not much notice had been taken on it, but obviously the cars now get dirty even if they're clean. You have a clean race, they get rubbery marks all over them and things like that. I think it's a nice little touch.
Yeah, nobody finishes a race with a pristine car in real life.
The guys took a picture of me and Antoine on our cool down laps after the World Championship race last week at Road America, and it looked great just to see the cars look like they'd actually been in a race rather than being all shiny.
You didn't mention it, but another top 10 finish for you. Well done.
Yep, thank you very much.
And long may that run continue.
Yeah, it's nice. That was the plan really for the season, just try and get a bunch of top 10s, maybe the odd top 5. So, see if we can end up in that top 10 at the end. So, very difficult season.
It's good fun though. I bet you're not. In some ways, you're probably having more fun now battling for positions than maybe.
Huang having a look here on Gafford. Stuck his nose out, but not close enough.
Paijo, just out of interest, Alex. Paijo pitted, and he has now come out a lap down. So prophecy has fulfilled itself, as Molana is now in second place. And that's the advantage of not running into anyone, or at least not appearing to run into anyone.
Yeah, 10 seconds clear of Wong as well, so quite a big gap. Lost out a little bit, Wong, during the pit stop phase. And Lazardri and Lenderman have started to spread apart as well now. So all sort of settling down. It's really this battle between Gafford and Huang.
Not been a good race for Lange, the 16th place.
No, I think he picked up a bit of damage. He's pit stop. He had to pit, which he obviously didn't want to do. It was like nearly 40 seconds as well, so he had a fair bit of repairs to do. As Huang looks like to have gone around the outside of Gafford, just got the run, coming out of the final corner, slipstream straight past. Gafford just let him have it, really.
Yeah, if I had in that 99 car. Oh, a bit like a 99 flake now, he's spun all the way around. And yeah.
And that's what happens when you dip a wheel on the outside of turn 2.
So easy to do, mate. And now Min Park's coming. This will be 4th position as well. So if Gafford's not careful, he will lose the place into the Honda hairpin. Nice attacking move by Park. Can he make it stick into the corner?
No.
Nice cutback manoeuvre by Gafford.
Min using all of the runoff area that he needs there as well, just to try and keep the pressure on.
That was great anticipation by Gafford, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he realised that he'd hit his breaking point as late as he possibly could, so Mim on the inside there was only going to do one thing, and that was just shoot through the corner a little bit.
When you read the body language of a car, you can see that Min Park's car, he looks a bit impatient, trying to get through. He doesn't look, not driving it in a relaxed fashion at the moment, but he's going to get a nice run here down the main straight.
Yeah, these three's battle could spice up quite a bit in the moment as well, with the leader coming up to put a lap on them.
Yes, off goes Gafford. Even just behind goes off as well, but Gafford didn't affect his run too badly.
Mim's got around the outside as well, straight line speed of that rough. Very, very quick. Job done, made it nice and easy.
Yeah, almost testing the track limits to their maximum. Can Park keep that position though? The question, it looks like he can. But Gafford struggling a bit, isn't he? At the moment.
Yeah, I didn't see if he had anything a little bit earlier on, any sort of damage or anything like that. Car looks fine, just think that little spin perhaps just upset his rhythm at the moment.
Still lapping in the mid 29s, Alex, and 30s. So yeah, it's hard to really say why he's struggling, why he's going backwards. But see the leader as well, not too far behind these guys. So you're looking for them to be well behaved as Miko comes through. Miko Nasi. Pretty experienced driver, isn't he, Miko?
Yeah, we've raced Miko a few times back in the old IndyCar days. Has that min pot gone a little wide? It is.
It's gone off, hasn't it?
So just again worried a little bit too much what's going on behind with the leader approaching.
It's spun off at MG, you'd have thought.
Oh, Miko!
Nasi! Into the wall. Out of the final corner.
Well, he's got such a lead, 41.9 seconds.
Has he decided to tow that back to the pits? He's just sat there on the circuit. Has he stole the engine? I think he stole the engine, didn't he?
Yeah, he's back going again. Very strange. Lead was huge, so as long as there's not massive damage on there.
Probably, I mean, he's probably lost 20 odd seconds there, though. Just lost the rear, didn't he?
Yeah, he just
touch the grass?
he just touched the grass coming out of the final curb there. I think perhaps the dirty air.
Yeah, bit of understeer.
Not a huge amount of dirty air effect with these cars, but there is a little bit. And yeah, he's just got a bit of understeer there. Caught that outside rear tyre on the gravel, and it's just darted him straight in there. He's lucky to survive. I've seen crashes like that, and the car's been completely writ off. Meatball flag. Yeah. Comes out forcing him to pit, but
still may have done for Miko. We don't know this until the end of this lap.
Yeah, I mean he's only going to need a splash, or not even a splash of fuel, perhaps to his tyres. It's all about how long the repairs are going to take. Let's say 40-second lead as he crossed the line, even after that mistake. So yeah, let's see.
For those who don't understand the reference, the meatball flag is the black and orange flag, which is displayed if your car is damaged and the stewards deem it to be unsafe and you need to pit. So that is, and usually with the car number in real life as well, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
No, having driven these cars quite a lot over the past couple of months, there is an effect when following someone. You do get a slight amount of understeer. As you say, it's not as big as in the Formula 1 car, but you definitely have to adjust his style, and Miko obviously pushing hard. Maybe didn't account for the relative speed between him and the back marker there.
Yeah, maybe just caught him out just a fraction there, but this is what we were saying.
Seconds quicker than anyone else on the circuit.
Yeah, this is what we were saying really about earlier on. You know, sometimes you just sort of shut down a little bit. You know, you're not really under any pressure from behind, so your mind wanders a fraction there, and he just didn't give enough room coming out of that final corner. Didn't need to sort of rush a move.
I know that sometimes if you're in such a rhythm and if you're in your own world with a big lead, you're almost not used to having other cars around you. So when you come to the back markers, you know, it can sometimes just disrupt you a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder secretly if he wasn't trying to lap the whole field. Oh, we're just on board with Newton, loses it out the final corner. Got to be careful around there as well. All of a sudden you can hit the invisible wall and damage the car.
It looks like he can't find the gear either at the moment.
Yeah, something going on out there at the moment, causing all this. Just having a look through the pack, see what other battles are going on.
Milana at the moment. I'm just thinking, Alex, sorry to interrupt, I'm thinking Milana may now be encouraged by that. He'll see Nasi on his relative, see that gap's come down probably by half, and he'll be encouraged by that. He'll think he can win this race.
Yeah, 25 seconds the gap as they crossed the line that time.
Although Nasi's still lapping in the mid-27s, so maybe not. He's still a second quicker than Milana.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, it has been two.
Kevin Wang's the next man. He's lapping mid-27s, so whatever's happened to him, he's found something big in this stint. Really good lap times by Kevin.
Yeah, not too far behind Lazardri as well, so those guys perhaps going to go at it. We've got actually just, what are we, lap 27 at the moment, so...
28, yep. Well, in fact, it's probably 29 now, actually. No, Miko's still on 28, so he just come out of MG. So just 2 laps to go for the leader. Been a really exciting race, actually, Ali.
Yeah, and never fails to deliver, does it? The Sim Racing Asia's series, and you know, as we said before, we're looking forward to a second season of doing the broadcast on it. I think
hope to jump in a few races here and there as well.
Yeah, I think Mark said he would perhaps invite us back to do that, so that'd be great.
Are you going to have a guest spot at some point?
Yeah, I might do. I mean, that will probably fall into the summer break of the World Championship, so I might even, if Mark will allow me on the grid for the one race.
Too dangerous, mate.
Yeah, then I'll jump in and have a bit of play with the guys. So they'll probably just want to kick me out to the commentary box again. They'll be like, get in there where you belong, Simpson.
What I want to know, I'd like to know an answer actually for next season. Are we going to see the BMW in here at all? Because that's the car I'm planning on going for next season.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. I haven't heard of any particular plans or anything else like that. But I think it would be a slam dunk for Mark to include it into the series.
I think we need to enter a pair of AR UK BMWs, Alex. I think that should be a done deal.
Yep, represent UK. What really is a country's championship. Well, no, there's not. It's I don't really think they see enough of it in the forums to sort of jump on. Mainly advertised in the I think it's the international or the Club Asia internal forum. But yeah, still hung looking to try and make a move here on Lazardri.
Yeah, it's going to be close, that Nasi coming into Stoder corner for the final time. Not far to go for the Finn. Driven an impeccable race, apart from the one mistake.
Yeah, it's just dominated today so much that he's able to make such a huge mistake and get away with it there. I mean, fact is he's...
Oh, off goes Stephen. Stephen's got a very crumpled looking car. He's been in the wall hard somewhere. But it's Miko Nasi we need to focus on now.
And then we'll jump back to this battle between Lazardri and Kevin, see if Kevin can get him.
Well, put it this way, Miko so far in front, we've probably got enough time. Now, Min Park
just about holds onto the lead lap, I would think, here, as long as he doesn't put a foot wrong. Miko might just get him before the start-finish line.
That'd be mean, wouldn't it?
Oh, he thought about it, but yeah, he was going to run a bit wide again. So yeah, Miko Nasi here coming across. Take round 10 victory, Phillip Island. What an absolutely amazing race, just blitzed it out there today. Let's jump back with this battle. We know Milana's going to be coming through anytime soon, but really it's all about this battle between Lazardri and Hung.
Lenderman fourth as well. Who got third in the end? Jaron Wong got third. Goodness me. Lazardi over Lucky Heights. So we're going to see a move by Huang. We'd have thought it'd be inevitable there. I think Huang hasn't. He's not close enough now. He's going to have to really boot it through these final two corners if he's going to have any chance.
Yeah, he got on the gas just a fraction too early, I think, and
I think he made a half move into the MG corner though that didn't really pay off for him. Fanny Lazardi is going to take a top 5 finish. After all that, Kevin Huang takes 6th. Marcus Huang is going to be 7th.
Well, it's good for Lazardri in the championship. Obviously, these guys are fighting it out, so it is nice and close for that final top 3 position in the championship.
Is Brenton coming over in 14th?
Yeah, Brenton did a good job there.
Good race from him.
Interestingly,
Lang just got off at the final corner. Looks like Min Park's going to be the last one to finish on the lead lap. P8.
Yeah, good.
Decent effort.
Yeah, good effort from him. Min seems to be quite consistent actually in and around that area at the moment.
9th on the grid, finished 8th. Nassi won by 29.7 seconds. And he lost 20 seconds with a crash.
Yeah, amazing performance from him today. Just absolutely smashed it out there.
44 minutes, 44 seconds. That's very, very good indeed. Jaron 1 got on the podium, Alex. That was, I didn't think we'd see that, actually.
Yeah, interesting actually. A little battle between what was, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh as well, because Marcus Huang was in there for quite some time as well. Separated a little bit after the pit stops. Maluna got himself in that second place and was able to pull away, but
that was a good performance by him, actually. Started the 12th on the grid and he was miles out of it in qualifying. Only a 29.8. And it showed really that, what we were talking about in the GT Academy, doing 28s, the lap times weren't that fast, Alex, for him. There were high 28s and low 29s. Weren't massively fast, like Kevin Huang was faster, but he threw it in the scenery a couple of times.
Yeah, consistency counts. We've seen this from Charles as well. Charles is also doing the GT6 series with Maluna as well. He's not made it this week, but might be back next week. But he's another driver who's also very fast like Kevin, but just makes the odd little mistake and costs him some really good strong finishes.
Oh, Alex, I've really enjoyed that Sim Racers Asia Australian race, and no, that was fantastic. Really, really good.
Yeah, we'll be trying to catch the final race at Zolder, but it's just a few days away now. Once this goes up onto YouTube, but like always, for those that have tuned in and watched this, thanks for tuning in and the support that you guys give us. And we'll be back next week with the final round and the conclusion to this very, very close championship.
Well, 2 days.
But yeah, thanks for everybody to tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.